Yeah, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's happening? Hope y'all doing well out there. So Bob Arum pretty much flexes his muscle on Teofimo Lopez and, you know, kind of reminds Teofimo Lopez who's in control and who's the boss, who's running things, really. You know, a while back, Teofimo Lopez and his father were caught on video in the hallway with Eddie Hearn, you know, telling Eddie Hearn that, you know, give us $10 million and we'll fight Devin Haney. You know, that's what it's going to take to get us in the ring with Devin Haney, $10 million. And Eddie Hearn was telling them, like, yo, you know, that ain't going, you can't demand $10 million to fight Devin Haney. You can't demand $10 million to fight anybody at this point. You out of your mind. That's basically what Eddie Hearn told him. And, you know, they were sitting there trying to plead their case to Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn was just looking at them like they crazy. Like, because, I mean, it's outrageous to think that you could demand anything close to $10 million. You'd be lucky to get $2 million in your next fight. I don't care who you fight. You know, and that just, you know, this goes to show that, you know, a lot of these fighters, they just be talking, man. Is, you know, most of these deals don't get done in the public eye. And a lot of these fighters just be talking, man, and trying to put on a show, put on a facade, make people think that they really doing something that they ain't doing, make people think they bigger than what they are. Now, Bob Arum has come out and, you know, he said that this mandatory fight that Teofimo Lopez has coming up with George Kambosos, he said he doesn't care if it goes to purse bid. You know, Teofimo Lopez, and he got into a little cat fight with Bob Arum. You know, they exchanged words and everything, you know, and Teofimo Lopez, you know, is coming off upset at Bob Arum because Bob Arum won't pay him what he feels like he's worth. They didn't put a number out there, but I'm sure it's something like outrageous to where Bob Arum was like, absolutely not. This is not a marquee fight. This is not something that I'm willing to waste money on. You know, this is not something that I'm willing to put a big bag behind. You fighting George Kambosos, like, come on now. You know, you really can go fight Devin Haney and DAZN them. They'll pay you. They'll pay you a couple of $1 million to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney eating good over at DAZN. You know, he getting big checks. You know what I'm saying? To this day, Devin Haney making more money than Teofimo Lopez. So he can go over to DAZN and fight Devin Haney and get a nice little check. You know, so Bob Arum like, man, I'm not paying for this shit. It's not a marquee fight. So they're letting it go to purse bid. February 18th, the fight will go up for purse bid. And Bob Arum said, look, if somebody outbid us and whoever present the highest number, then that's what it's going to be. I don't care if it's us. You know, if somebody outbid us, then that's cool. And that just lets you know right there, man, Bob Arum is old, man. He's stuck in his ways. Bob Arum really don't give a fuck. He like, man, look, I ain't wasting no more money on none of you motherfuckers. You know, I'm keeping my bread in my pocket. And shit, it is what it is. Y'all gonna have to get it how y'all live. I ain't wasting no money on you motherfuckers, man. And you see Bob Arum is trying to cash out, man. He in that mode right now. And he like, man, look, I ain't got shit. I don't owe you motherfuckers nothing. That's how Bob Arum feel. I don't see how you could be a young and up and coming fighter and you want to sign with Bob Arum. I don't see it. I mean, aside from the fact that he's been in the game so long, he's had a lot of success, the longevity is there. So that could be enticing for a young fighter. You feel like you're going to be in hands of somebody who know what they're doing, who's had great fighters, you know, a legendary line of fighters and history of guys, you know. So I can see that being enticing, but you got to think about right now. You can't live off the past. You got to look at right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't see why any of these young guys would opt to fucking sign with Bob Arum right now. I mean, like, why would you want to do that? You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense to me. But yeah, I mean, this, like I said, this shows you that Teofimo Lopez coming out there and, you know, claiming that he's gonna make $10 million with Kambosos. I told y'all that it was bullshit. It was all a lie. It was all just a misdirection, a pump fake to get your mind off of Devin Haney, because that's the real fight. That's the fight that people want to see. Everybody want to see the real undisputed champion. Devin Haney is the WBC champion. Teofimo Lopez, WBA, IBF, and WBO. Everybody want to see those two guys unify so we can settle this shit. I'm tired of this talking. The lightweight division is becoming like 147. All these motherfuckers is talking and shit. 160. All these motherfuckers talking, but ain't nobody making nothing happen. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm getting tired of seeing that, man. You know, I'm ready for these guys to let their nuts hang, man, and get out there and do their thing. You feel me? And, you know, shout out to Teofimo. He went out there, he fought Lomachenko. Yeah, he got the dub. It wasn't overwhelmingly impressive or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko didn't throw no punches for 6 rounds. So, you know, but he got the dub. You can't take that away from him, but you can't live off of that victory forever. You gotta go defend your titles. You gotta, you know, fight Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight, you know, Ryan Garcia, Tank Day. You know what I'm saying? I know you want them guys, but you don't want no Devin Haney though. You feel me? And that's a, you know, that's a character flaw. But yeah, you know, like I said, Devin Haney is there. Devin Haney is probably gonna end up having to fight Fortuna. I would love to see Devin Haney get the Lomachenko fight if he can't get Teofimo. And if he can't, if for whatever reason he can't get Fortuna, I think if he can't get Teofimo, and we know Ryan Garcia don't want no smoke right now. He trying to fight Manny Pacquiao and shit in an exhibition match. But you know, if you know, Devin Haney most likely will end up fighting Fortuna, which it's not a horrible fight, but I just don't want to see. I'm like, because if he's just gonna go out there and outbox Fortuna, make it look easy, and everybody gonna say, oh my God, he doesn't have any power. Oh my God, he's boring. You know, ain't nobody gonna give him no credit for outboxing Fortuna. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I wouldn't mind him fighting Linares or somebody like that. But we'll see. You know, anybody to get in there and just sharpen up his game and, you know, kind of just give him a little bit of work. So, but I just wanted to put that out there. This shows both sides. This shows the fact that Bob Arum is cheap as fuck. This furthermore, you know, confirms how cheap Bob Arum is and how he doesn't want to invest in these young guys. And then it also shows you how, you know, Teofimo Lopez overpricing himself with the Devin Haney fight. Even Bob Arum don't want to pay him for no damn Kambosos fight. And I told y'all he wasn't going to make no damn $10 million. If you believe that shit, you crazy as hell. How all of a sudden he beat Lomachenko, who Lomachenko wasn't even a huge draw. Great fighter, pound for pound fighter, but he wasn't no huge draw. Lomachenko wasn't making no big money like that. You telling me he beat Lomachenko, all of a sudden he making Earl Spence money? You know what I'm saying? $10 million. Come on, bro. You don't work like that. You got to build your way up, man. You gotta work your way up. You got to have a fan base. You got to have a solid fan base. You got to be able to sell tickets. You got to be able to do numbers. If you're trying to ask for $10 million, you can't just off the rip say, I want $10 million. That shit ain't happening. Because who the hell gonna pay for it? You know Bob Arum ain't gonna pay for the shit. And if it go to purse bid, you might get even less. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see though, man. I want to know what y'all think about that. You know, how do y'all feel about Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos? That fight will happen. It's a mandatory for the IBF. You know, of course, he can't keep the IBF belt and, you know, not fight Kambosos, even if it goes to the purse bid. He has, whatever the purse bid is, whoever wins that bid, he has to accept the terms or give up the belt. So we'll see what happens there. I want to know what y'all think, man. And, you know, this is just funny, man. Boxing, man, I love this sport. I love the sport of boxing. The business side, you know, it's a whole lot of clown shit that always be going on. But, you know, I mean, hey, it's part of the sport. It's part of boxing. We can't have the actual combat side of it and without the business side. That's in a fairy tale perfect world. Yes, we would love just to be able to line these guys up and say, you fight this guy, you fight this guy, you fight this guy, you fight this guy. Who gives a fuck what you get paid, right? But it don't work like that. So we'll see what happens, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Contender regime, boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.